If you are a beginning creator looking to level up your channel while keeping your budget intact, this guide is exactly what you need. We have all experienced that frustration where you are editing a video and you reach a section that feels incredibly slow and boring. You sit there scrubbing back and forth, wondering how to transform that sleepy, long-form footage into something that actually captures attention. Think about those high-end cinematic sequences in movies, like the legendary animated scenes from Kill Bill. Many people assume that level of production is impossible without a massive studio budget and a small army of professional animators. In reality, those specific types of sequences can cost millions of dollars for hand-drawn choreography and original scores, which is totally unrealistic for most of us. But here is the great news. You absolutely do not need $1 million check to upgrade the professional feel of your content. You do not need to spend months learning complex animation or hire a full post-production team just to get a polished result. There are smarter and far more affordable methods to make your long-form videos pop, and I want to walk you through a workflow that will change your editing game forever. Before I show you the exact system, there are 3 important things you need to understand to make this work for your channel. First, you need the right app for converting long videos into viral-ready clips. Second, you need to understand the realistic costs. And third, how to execute it efficiently. So let us talk about the tool. And for my workflow, I use Vizard. To be completely transparent, Vizard is not a magic animator that turns your footage into cartoons, but it is an absolute powerhouse for clip making and scheduling. I recommend this tool because most creators do not need a complicated new editing suite. They need a system that finds the best moments and publishes them automatically. Here is what Vizard actually does for you, starting with auto-editing your viral clips. You upload your long video, and the AI automatically finds the highlights like laughs, big reveals, and replayable lines to create ready-to-post content. This saves you hours of manually hunting for time codes and trimming clips on your own. Next is the auto-schedule feature, which lets you set your posting frequency so the AI can queue up your content for the entire week. It is essentially like having a dedicated social media manager who works around the clock without ever needing a break. Then there is the content calendar, which acts as your control center for managing, tweaking, and publishing clips to all your platforms at once. You can easily move things around, check your captions, and keep everything organized so you are not juggling dozens of different apps. Now, you might be worried about the price tag associated with these types of tools. Compared to hiring a freelance editor to cut clips for every platform, Vizard is incredibly budget-friendly for the average creator. Some platforms force you into complex pipelines or charge a small fortune for business-grade plans that are simply overkill for most of us. The main point of this tool is to give you professional-level output without the astronomical price tag of a high-end production studio. Plus, they usually offer trials so you can test the waters without committing, which is perfect when you are still finding your rhythm. I really love how it fits into a creator workflow. So let me show you the exact steps I use to turn one long video into a stack of social clips. Step 1 is simply uploading your long-form footage, whether it is a podcast, a vlog, or a filmed presentation. Step 2 is letting the AI find the highlights, where it automatically flags the moments where the energy spikes or the punchlines really land. You get a bunch of suggested clips that already have a reasonable start and end point, which gets you halfway to the finish line instantly. Step 3 is your human polish, because while the AI is impressive, the best creators still guide it to make sure the tone is just right. I usually skim the suggested clips and add a quick caption or text overlay if I want a punchier hook for the audience. Step 4 is using that content calendar to decide when each of those polished clips should go live on your social channels. I generally set a cadence where I drop a couple of clips on launch day and then stagger the rest throughout the week to keep engagement high. Step 5 is simply exporting or publishing your work, allowing you to turn 1 hour of filming into a week of content. Here is a quick pro tip. Do not force every video into the exact same format for every single social platform. Let the AI suggest styles, like a 30-second hook for Reels, or a 60-second teaser for YouTube Shorts. But you should also be flexible because sometimes the algorithm really loves the weird little moments you almost ignored. You might wonder how to keep your creativity flowing when the AI is doing all the heavy lifting for you. The secret is using AI for the grunt work, like sifting through footage, while you stay in charge of the narrative and the creative direction. You can also mix in other tools when you need a specific type of flair, like an animated overlay for a few seconds. Just be careful, because using too many extra tools can add complexity and cost to your project if you are not tracking it. Another workflow hack is to use a text model like ChatGPT to help you rewrite titles or craft better thumbnail copy. I often paste a clip's core line into a text model and ask for 5 clicky hook options to see which one performs better. Never be afraid to iterate, because AI makes the process of testing new ideas cheap and incredibly fast. Let us be real. The goal here is not to replace the creative person, but to amplify them so they can do more. This system removes the repetitive steps so you can focus entirely on what matters most, which is the idea, the punchline, and the story. When you compare that efficiency to hiring an editor for every single short, it just makes perfect sense. So the bottom line is that if you make long-form content and feel like you are leaving value on the table, this tool can change the game. It helps you find the best moments, turn them into bite-sized content, schedule consistently, and manage everything from one single place. That winning combination is exactly what converts long, sleepy videos into actual growth without blowing your budget. If this helped you and you want to see it in action, give the free tier a spin and test one of your long videos today. You will be genuinely surprised at how much usable content you were sleeping on. If you like this breakdown and learned a trick or two about making your videos work harder for you, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. I post helpful content about creative growth, productivity, and the tech that actually saves time for creators. So if that sounds like the kind of channel you want to follow, welcome to the community. Alright, it is time for you to go turn that long video into a content machine, so do not hold back. I will see you in the next one, so stay creative and keep building.